So, I forgot to record this, the process for building it fully. This was originally going to be the dining room, but I wound up making it, as you'll see, into a theater instead. So, I use like those custom placement chairs from the Dream Home Decorator pack, and I really wanted to. I'm not sure that the recliner is there by the end of it. And you'll see me be really indecisive about things and like switch through them multiple times. It's kind of insane, honestly, but we'll see how that works. I know most of the time this isn't what I do. You'll see me fully decorate some rooms. Like, I posted a version of this on the gallery, but it's like completely unfurnished. There's only bathrooms and some of the stuff for the kitchen. You do see that I already furnished the guest bedroom because I did some basic furnishing there. It doesn't really matter where else I did it. Right here I am kind of cluttering this teenage boy's room. So like you can see he's got a lot of stuff going on. It's really good for storytelling, saying like he's actually led a life rather than just this game. He's rather than just being poofed out of existence into this game. So like he wants to become a streamer when he's older, but he also wants to be a doctor. As you can see by his computer and setup in general. He did sports at one point. Maybe he still does sports. We don't know. The poor parents, honestly. I wound up trying to clutter up the space as much as possible because I feel like in this case, the teenage boy would have more worry and stuff rather than his parents. So like he's not really good at keeping his room clean, keeping his stuff clean in general. He's got mugs on the nightstand. And there are two younger daughters. One's a toddler, one's a child. I might use this for my own thing someday. Like for my own Let's Play someday. Who knows? Here I am basically cluttering everything. I'm furnishing the younger kid's bedroom. So the two daughters, well, I believe two daughters, but I didn't put much stuff down for the toddler, so by the end of this, you'll see me placing a, like, toy box down and all that stuff. I might not include that, but I will do a full walkthrough for this. The game isn't really as thought out as I thought. I put down twice the amount of washers and dryers you need because in The Sims 4 you have to do a lot of laundry in order to keep up with the rest of the house. So, but yeah, the guest bedroom is there for extra Sims if needed. You can always redo it if you want because it's The Sims. I really don't have any control over what you do by the time you're finished with it. I put down garden planters, but you'll see me move these in a few minutes because they don't need to be there. Unfortunately, there's no reason. You'll see me place down all this stuff and get rid of a bunch of it because I feel like it's not needed. I'm furnishing which rooms have hampers right now. And I'm just overall making it easier for you guys in the future, maybe. This way you don't have to do as much. I do know, however, that this is something that not many people have thought about. Like, I didn't really know what to do with this empty space in the parents' room. This is the parents' room, the master, the main bedroom. You'll see me, like, go through a bunch of stuff. I put down these shelves to make it seem like there's maybe some storage. You guys can clutter it up as you choose. There's a whole bunch of stuff. There's coat rack. I think I get rid of that shelf. I'm not too sure. But I do put that up there, and I also put a Lindsay speaker up on the guest room wall at some point. There's multiple computers in the house. Like, the son has his own computer. This is kind of like the family room computer. There's... It doesn't go in here. I mean, I wind up putting it right there on the back porch. There's a bar, easels, stuff like that, where I don't really pay much attention to it, honestly. I wind up fully furnishing this house and trying to make it as functional and trying to fill up every space as much as possible. Unfortunately, I didn't want to like stretch my time too much or go through it as much as I should have, where I could have really cluttered up the space, really make it look like it was lived in, but I didn't want to like make it so lived in as much as the teenager's room, because like he's probably a maximalist, meanwhile everybody else might be minimalists or something like that, where the kids are still messy, but it doesn't matter much to them, you know. You'll see me move stuff around a lot. And I'm still going through posters and decorations in general. I wanted it to be as decorated as possible. Like, he's got some weird stains on the bottom of his floor by his desk. Here I am trying to figure out where to put a popcorn machine. And then I also put down an ice cream machine too, because let's face it, sons love ice cream. Ice cream in a movie, you can't go wrong with that. I wind up changing up the kitchen just a little because I ran into a little bit of a problem. Right now, I'm just doing some landscaping. You'll see me change this up like 10 times. Because it works one place, but it doesn't work anywhere else. So, I remember doing this and then getting rid of it because it didn't work. You'll see me, like, resize stuff. And I didn't put this down on the unfinished version, but I figured it didn't really matter. You'll see me resize down everything because I wanted it to look nice. I hope I went back to that, because where I'm at in the time lapse, it's not very good. I just kind of placed down about half the hedges. And here I am trying to create a kind of conversing area in general, and also give your Sims plenty of room to walk around it. This kind of has just like a sitting area in general. I really wish I gave it more room, honestly. So there's like about 3 TVs sitting on top of this one coffee table in there. And there's like nobody in there. Like originally I gave it this look, but I'm like, no, because I really want it to have its own ideology and all that stuff. So I wind up changing it around in general, and I get some of these handheld TVs eventually, and I just kind of get to work. I didn't show it, but I get to work on the TV in general, which I already have a TV in the one room, but if you want multiple Sims to watch the same thing on TV while also feeling like they're all together, there's that little TV setup. It has like 3 TVs on one coffee table. This way everyone can see everything. You can choose how to set it up as much as you want. But in general, it's kind of like a conversation pit. Those I know are really typically useful in the sense of like modernizing houses. So that's my attempt on it. I don't know how well I did. Feel free to let me know. I don't care where you do it, but the full time lapse will be available on my channel. If I'll include the link in the description, but right here I'm placing lights in the TV room or the theater room, which is where like they watch the most amount of movies. I'm placing decor in the guest bedroom because why the hell wouldn't you have decor in the guest bedroom? Like, there's a Lindsay speaker approximately in every room. Except for maybe the exercise room, which doesn't make much sense. It's kind of like an Alexa speaker for The Sims. I decided to put up like this eggs thing because like I can picture this little family having breakfast at a table. Having breakfast at the table and being able to do all this stuff with it. And it being like really confusing because they don't know what else to do. I can picture the family having breakfast at this table and the toddler making a mess and everybody else just eating as normal, and then like the child has to run off to school, so does the teenager. It's quite fun, honestly. And I can also picture the teenager having all these extracurriculars where he's constantly busy and he has a lot to do. Like, and he has a part-time job, he's working on making his own living for a while. And it's just overall nice. I wind up changing up the kids' bathroom a little, where there's new wallpaper and everything. You'll see me change out a few things here and there where I don't really want to like deal with it. I put a splash of color on the corner of the house. Here I am trying to figure out a wall divider and trying to figure that out because it's something that goes on the wall, and my brain could just kind of went, oh right, those don't freely rotate. Those are like the only objects that don't freely rotate. I really wish they did. Anyway, here's the part where I'm reorganizing the counter. I'm working on putting a dish strainer down, and I don't know why I made the decision in the first place during the original part of this build to put the corner like that, where the part of the counter was clipping into it. It didn't make much sense to me now, so I'm glad I did that. You'll see me have to get rid of that soap dispenser I just placed down. And I'm putting down plungers and washing stuff in general for the toilets. Again, you can choose to clutter this house up as you want. I kind of went around and did it with my own ideas in mind. I wind up, I don't know where it is. I eventually get the bright idea to put like this cover over top of the pool. I think it's coming up. And I really enjoy the idea of it because then your Sims can swim underneath it. Maybe there's curtains up above it. Maybe there's not, but it's just like a nice spot to kind of get in the pool and relax. Maybe there's a greenhouse effect where the water warms up and it's nice and warm. Who knows? You can make it yourself. You can make it as much as you want it to be kind of like Barbie style or whatever. I gave the kid a tablet. I can just see the child as a tablet kid, and I can see the poor toddler being like the one kid that's not wanting, that they don't want to become a tablet kid. And they want to try to do things right with this one. So they're kind of taking things into their own hands. Maybe she has a tablet kid. Honestly, I don't care what you do with the storytelling, but of course, do things your own way. This is what the house looks like above it. Got the lot trait fast internet. I hope that doesn't mess with anybody too much, honestly. So here we are. You can see the inside of the house through like these little skylights I created, and yes, this pool is fully finished. The pool is fully finished as it's going to get. You can always have more stuff. Again, this is your build too, but anyway, this is the house. I'm gonna go right about to a Sims height. I might be a little bit taller or shorter, whatever it is, but this will be about the same height as a Sim foyer. Little mat for you to dust your shoes off. I forgot to put a shoe rack. Oh, never mind, there's a bunch of diplomas on the wall, saying that somebody in the house might have one. Who knows? Go back out this way for now. There is a hamster here. You might have to feed him when you get here, but there's a thermostat on the wall that isn't coded to anything right now upon uploading to the gallery. This is the girls' room, mainly for a toddler and a child, but both of them are, I made this room in mind with girls in mind. I like this bed because of the stuffed animal. Anyway, moving on. There's a Lindsay speaker in each room. I suggest you try to play Find the Lindsay speaker, or whatever this thing is, and see if you can spot where all the speakers are. So this room kind of has like a little divider where when you're walking in, you can't really see if anybody's on the toilet. That was kind of my idea with it, since basically all of the room is already, see-through. Anyway, this is their closet area. They've got backpacks ready to go in case. They've got a tablet and a journal in here. Chances are that'll move throughout gameplay once your Sims find it. Anyway, moving on. So there's this little sitting area right here. I can't go down in there, but it's got a little plant on the table and a gold PlayStation thing. There's a bar here. I put the play tent inside for right now. You guys can always move it because I believe it's movable via inventory. You can always move it outside if you so choose. This is the kitchen. There's a little Parenthood pack board, and there's aprons up by the fridge. There's a little sink here with a dirty mug. This thing from Home Chef Hustle, whatever this thing is, I think that's from the 1-pack. And then that way it leads into the study that we saw earlier. This is like a conversation pit and TV area too. I suggest if you do want to have them eat at the table all together, setting a placemat down. This way they don't automatically want to eat here or eat there. Okay. Let's go into the teenage boys' room. You can always swap things out. It's up to you, because I'm not the person in charge right now. So this is the teenage boys' room. Looks like he might be a little bit of an artist, too. He also likes energy drinks and video games, which honestly doesn't surprise me with how this is set up. I made that. They're extremely tall. That doesn't need to be up that high. But, he's got a little speaker thing over here by his bed, along with the Lindsay speaker right there. There's magazines and books by his bed just on the one side, so I guess this side is where he sleeps the most, because, why would you have stuff on the other side when you don't sleep there? His closet. You can see he's definitely straight. He's got a whole bunch of, old school projects and stuff in general here. So that it's obviously a very messy closet, but hey, he learned the guitar at some point. This, I think, leads to his bathroom. It's got a variety of stuff in here. Just a few things. Like soap and a razor, extra toilet paper roll, and some magazines. Anyway, this is the guest bedroom. I kind of made this in mind with like maybe grandparents are coming to visit, stuff like that, where they don't really get the chance to visit often, but they still get their own room to themselves. And then they have their own little private bathroom to use in the middle of the night for whatever reason, and I'm sure Sims will automatically use it no matter what. So in here is the finished room for the theater. Here we have numerous seating options for your Sims to sit in while they have a party or just an overall movie evening with their family. There's a popcorn machine right here for your Sims needs. Kitchen is right there if they should they need anything else. Okay, let's go into these rooms of the house. This first room is the master bedroom. There's not much decorations on the walls, and this could change prior to uploading, but I don't care. This is probably for a female who really likes purple and a male who likes the beige neutral color side of things. And here's their bathroom, the master bathroom, sorry. There's a little divider here between the toilet and the door. There's the shower, here's their counter, and here is a tub, a deluxe tub that I doubt your other Sims will use. Foosball table. I didn't realize that foosball table characters actually had eyes on them. Anyway, moving on. In here is kind of like the mini gym fitness area. You can decorate it as you please. I didn't take the time to do that because I believe these are actually functional. The water heater and the breaker. These are from the rental pack that came out recently. There are shelves and store units underneath. You can do what you want with those. 2 washers and 2 dryers, overall 4 units. A little decoration right there. Of course, this pack right here, and then we're gonna go back out to. I'm gonna go out to the pool. And I kind of did this with the curtain on both ends, so that it's kind of like a oops. Like just a nice decorative touch, like it's a sliding door, which it is. So, the chess table right here. The pool. The pool is actually accessible from whatever way you get into it. So you can put a diving table jump thing down there. You should be able to place whatever objects you want right in this area. I do recommend not moving these because then you're going to have to set it back up to the height it's supposed to be so that it matches. There are 6 potted plant things here for you if you so choose to use them. There's a treehouse already pre-built for your Sims because I figured child and a teenager, they probably built it for the teenager, so I would guess that this treehouse would have been up for a while. You can always add on to it if you want to. There's a little lounge pool for the toddler, and over there's a pirate ship jungle gym if they so choose to play on it. That's why I didn't choose to put in a pirate ship or anything like that. Overall, this build is very cool, and it's going to be up on the gallery. This is the unfurnished one, where it's got everything, but without the furniture. You can feel free to use it. My profile gallery tag thing is JMage Together 31, just so you know. A beautiful unfurnished home for Sims to unpack their furniture and their luggage. There's plenty of space among the 50 by 40 lot, and it's no wonder this marvelous mini mansion is for sale. Okay, so we are going to upload the just mini mansion furnished. Literally most of the packs I have. But you can always swap things out too. You don't need all the stuff I have. You can very well size things up and stuff. If you guys want, I will redo this in some shape or form.